Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I create this look using the Dyson Airwrap, and then also just give you a little bit of an overview, my opinion, whether I think it's worth it because it is quite expensive. So if you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe because that will really help me out. First of all, I'm just going to give you an overview of what you get in the box and the different options. First of all, I got this for Christmas. I've had it for about a month or so. Yeah, basically the month now. And I actually got the limited edition set. So the limited edition set was $449, which is the same price as all the other complete sets. So it does give you everything. It also came with this bag. So this is like a really nice like velvety bag, and it has a magnetic clip at the top. At the moment, I just store the rest of my hair tools, so like my curlers and straighteners, and it's just like nice and hidden in this little bag. But this will be really useful for traveling because, as you can see, and as I'll come on to, this box is heavy and it is big. When we can finally go traveling again, which I don't know when that will be, but this will be really useful to just bring like the few bits that you do actually need, and it's a lot smaller and compact. I think that is a bonus. I think they do sell this separately on the website. Moving on to the actual Airwrap. So it comes in this box, which is a big box, but it is lovely. Anyway, let me take you through this first. So this is a non-slip mat, I guess like a heat mat as well. I don't really use this, but I just like to keep it on the top because I like to keep everything together just so it looks nice and neat. So let me hold this up. So this is what it looks like inside. I'm sure so many of you seen them because they're all over Instagram at the moment. This is the main device, and then you clip everything on top. We've got the little filter at the bottom. So then moving up, so we have the power button. So slide it up once and that will just turn it on, and then slide it up this blue symbol, and that's just for cold air. It just sets the curl. And then you've got fan speed, 3 different settings, and then 3 different heat settings, so 2 hot ones and 1 cold one. So they're the 3 main controls. And then you just have the little lock, which basically once you put your tool in to unlock it, to get it out, you just click that down. So that's the main tool. Then I'll show you through what the complete set actually gives you. So obviously the main one, they all come with what they call a pre-styler, which is basically a mini version of their hairdryer that they brought out. The fact this is a pre-styler, which basically means it's less powerful than their hairdryer, but this is just as powerful as my previous hairdryer, which was just a Babyliss. Yeah, there's not much to say about this, but it just does a great job. So then moving on, next you have the 30mm and you have the 40mm. Now for this look that I've done that you'll see in a bit, I've used the 30mm. I think these probably are the more popular. It gives you like slightly tighter curl, and they're my go-to, I'd say. And you get 2 for the different arrows to make sure you go away from your face on each side. And like I said, we've got the 40mm. I don't use these as often, but they do create more of that like bouncier, almost like blow dry look rather than a tighter curl look. Moving on to the 2 brushes. Now, my honest opinion about the brushes are, these are great, but they're definitely not going to replace your straighteners unless you're not someone that straightens your hair much and you don't like that dead straight look. So you get 2 brushes. The first brush, let me just double check. This is more for getting rid of like your frizz, like the flyaways, but if I'm just having a normal day, I use my pre-style just to dry it, and then this I'll just go in and dry it straight. If you want to see a tutorial on how I just get my everyday hair, then you can always leave a comment down below. So then this second one, supposedly this one creates more of a blow dried look, and they've got the little bubbles on because that's sort of smoother, it's less like scratchy on your scalp. But to be honest, again, like I said, I don't see much difference between them. Still good, and they still sort of do what they say they do. Lastly, we have the round brush. Now the round brush was one of the main reasons I wanted the complete set, because I was going to get, you can get smaller sets where you just get selected items, and if I wanted the round brush set, I got the bigger curling barrels. So that's one of the main reasons I got the round brush. Now, I'm not a hair expert and I struggle with the round brush, if I'm honest. In my head I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a great like blow dry, blow out look. So far I haven't been able to achieve it with this. I've watched quite a few tutorials and they do make it look quite easy, but for some reason I just can't get the hang of it. I'm gonna persevere with this, and hopefully at some point on my channel I will give you a tutorial on how to use a round brush. If you've got any tips, please leave them below. So I'm still learning on this one. I think I'm hoping I'm going to grow to love it and grow to learn how to use it. That is a little summary of what you get in the box. My overall opinions from having it about a month. It is great. I love it. I use it every single day. Well, I use it every day that I wash my hair. I now don't use my curling ones, curl my hair more often because it is so easy. It takes 20 minutes, 15 minutes to get like a nice curled look. I will say it doesn't last as long as like a curling wand or using your straighteners. I do find that it does drop throughout the day, and like the next day it won't look like this basically. You'll still have like a nice wave to it, but it's not the same. Now, like I said, this is £449, which is a lot of money. It does do a great job and it does use less heat, which is obviously great for your hair. I would probably buy it again if I'm honest. I think it becomes such a staple in my like hair care routine. Even if I'm just using one of the brushes, it does look better than it ever did before. So yeah, I think it is worth the money. You can get the smaller sets, which are cheaper. I think they're £3.99. Can buy each individual item, which are £30 each. Overall, I would recommend, if you have the money to spend on it, splurge on it. You know, it is a luxury item, but I think it will last a long time, and I don't think I'll ever stop using it. Comment down below if you have an Airwrap, what you think of it, whether it's worth the money, or if you've tried any of the other Dyson hair tools. Now I'm going to move on to actually showing you the part where I've done this hair. So I'm just going to cut to that clip. I'm now going to show you how to create a curly hair look. Right, start. When I've got wet hair, I like to do two things. So I always, before, even if I'm just blow drying it, I just like to use the L'Oreal Elvive oil. And this is basically just a heat protectant. So I just take a couple pumps of that, rub it together, and then just sort of brush it through my hair just to protect it from the heat. The next product I like to use by Bedhead, it's the Foxy Curls. So this is basically just like a cream, and this really helps to hold the curl, just like a bigger than a pea size. Again, rub this through my hands and then literally run my fingers through, getting the product just at the ends, and this will basically help to hold that curl. So now my hair is all prepped, but I'm just going to use the pre-styler. So what you do is you just click that on. It doesn't actually make a noise, which I find a bit weird. I thought it would make a click. So I'm just going to start by giving my hair a quick blow dry at the ends, a little bit damp, but you don't want to dry it full dry. So the aim of the Dyson Airwrap is that you use it on damp hair. When they say damp, it sort of looks dry, but it still has that, you can feel it damp. So I'm just going to give it a quick blow dry, just on the medium setting and the fullest heat. I will say that before this I've never used any Dyson like hair tools, and this definitely is just as powerful as my hairdryer, and I just had like a Babyliss hairdryer that's probably like 10 years old now, so I won't ever go back to a normal hairdryer, I don't think. Now I've done the pre-style, I'm just going to give my hair like a brush through. I'm just going to use my Tangle Teezer wet brush just to brush through the kind of ones. These are the shorter ones. Hopefully you can see that. There's arrows pointing in the direction, so when you're looking at a mirror, you want the arrows to be going away from your face. So I'm going to start with these, and like before, you just click them on. So I normally separate my hair out. You don't have to do it this way, but my hair, like I've got quite a lot of it, so it's easier for me to split it half and half. So I just do it in a bun. I'm not professional, I don't have clips. I probably should invest in clips. Put a little bun on top of my head, and I will come and do that bit after. I like to keep it on the lowest power to start with, and then I gradually like go up, depending on also how wet your hair is. I find when your hair is maybe slightly too wet, your hair doesn't get sucked up very well. Sort of take an inch pea like so. It's annoying, I've got all these like little wispy bits which are hard to get. Anyway, highest heat, lowest power, and then I just turn on, and then what I do is sort of like dangle the hair nearby, and then it's like whips it up basically. And there you have a very ringleted curl, and these, they look very like tight curls, but they do drop. I also did find the first time I used it, it dropped instantly, so that's why I like to use the Pre product, just to keep the curl. So what I did is I held it on for about 10 seconds, and then I just push this button all the way to the top for the cold air, and that just sets the curl. And I find if you don't do that, it just doesn't last as long. So I'm going to go ahead and curl the rest of this section, and then I'll just show you the opposite side just to show you how that works as well. So okay, now that that side's done, I now switch over. As a word of warning, these do get hot. They're not hot to touch, but there are like bits that are hotter, so just be careful. So then, like I said earlier, you just unclick that, take it off, and then switch over to the other angle. So now I'm just going to show you a section of the other side. Take slightly smaller section. And there you have your cut. So just gonna go in with this again. So now I've done this base of my hair, I'm gonna do the top half. So I'm just switching back over to the arrow going away from my face. So just going in with my Tangle Teaser brush. I'll link everything down below that I used today, just in case you're interested. Or if you have any other products that you use with your Dyson or anything you like, comment them down below. I'm always interested to try new products. So especially when it's hair, I'm not a hair expert at all. What I like to do, these are quite long at the moment, I do need to get them cut, but take these front bits all the same length. That's that side all curled, and like I said earlier, it will drop out, especially like these bits at the front. Anyway, switching over again, and then this is the last bit before we set it all. Again, I'm just going to take the front bits, which now have basically merged in, but anyway. This is the finished look of what you get before you do anything to it. It is really curly, and I do love the way that it looks. I think it looks really professional, as if you'd just gone to the hair salon. So I do like to give it a spray of hairspray just for that extra hold. Bit of a brush through my fingers just to break the curls up. You can go through with like a wide tooth comb, but I don't actually own one, so I think fingers are just as good, to be honest. So yeah, here we go. That is my hair tutorial. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, that will really help me out. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.